You should all be fired from your day jobs, because if your employers knew that you were more inefficient than the DMV, you would be replaced in a heartbeat. I literally just finished a conference call because I'm having to multitask to be here to address you guys. You're a bunch of cowards hiding behind our children as an excuse for keeping schools closed. You think you're some sort of martyrs because of the decisions you're making, when the statistics do not lie that the vast majority of the population is not at risk from this virus. The garbage workers who pick up my freaking trash risk their lives every day more than anyone in this school system. Figure it out or get off the podium, because you know what? There are people like me and a line of other people out there who will gladly take your seat and figure it out. It's not a high bar. Raise the freaking bar.
Brandon Michon is that dad. He's been pounding the table on school openings a lot longer, a lot louder than many other parents, but there are millions of people that feel exactly the way he does. Brandon is here now, and today, Brandon, the Biden administration announcing that it's spending more than $12 billion to expand COVID-19 testing, including to help get our schools reopened. That money was tucked away in the COVID relief bill. It's just extraordinary. There's one excuse after another. It never ends, but the money never ends either. They keep getting tens of billions of dollars for nothing.
That's right. I mean, look, my view on it is this is a state and local issue. If school systems need the money, they need to be open now. And if the federal government's going to assist, that's fine, but they should mandate that schools open now 5 days a week to get the dollars.
You know, 3 COVID bills. We've had 3 COVID bills since last year, 2 last year, and of course, $1.9 trillion this year. The total amount of spending in those bills comes to $193 billion for K through 12, almost $200 billion for public schools. That's 3 times the annual budget of the entire Department of Education, and they're getting paid more for doing less. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, look, it's a tough situation. Look, our teachers are in a tough situation. We want our kids back in school 5 days a week with their mentors and educators. But what we need is our elected officials at a local, state, and federal government, level to step up and lead. And we need plans put in place and execution of those plans.
We need parents to take control as well. I mean, there's, a lot of parents forgot how important school boards were, and they kind of ignored them when they went in to vote for their congressman or their president or whomever. School boards are very important. You have to get involved, right, to change things, to make sure that the teachers' union doesn't become the last say on what happens in the schools.
That's right. That's why I was so passionate. If you're not willing to lead, step aside. And I think this has really brought the local elected officials to the forefront of the conversation. Your local politics, your local taxes, all of that means so much in our daily lives.
Brandon, what about choice? The choice of individual parents to be able to take the money that is spent to educate their kids and go to a charter school that has basically been open, most of them, or even go to a parochial school. Do you favor more school choice for parents?
I'm all about choice, and I've been very vocal about that. We should have the choice to be online or in person. I personally want my kids in person. If you want to have your kids at a private school or a place where they're going to get a better education, I'm fully supportive of those dollars flowing to the parents and allowing them to dictate the best thing for their families.
By the way, I'm curious, after your rant, which gained national exposure, did anybody from the education field get in touch with you to try to hear you out and hear what you thought needed to be done?
I've had a lot of support from teachers saying we actually do want to be back in the classroom. And I think the important thing is we have very important teachers throughout the country, and they have a very important profession, and losing them to other jobs is not what we need. We need the best educators teaching our children.
And don't we need the teachers union to get out of politics as well? Because so much of this is all about politics.
I agree. I think a lot of this is political, and I think the focus needs to be back on the children, not on the politics.
Well, you shook a lot of people up. That's for damn sure. You really did. And sometimes you need to shake people up before you can get any action done. You need to shake the tree right down to the roots. You did it, and we congratulate you for it. Please come back and see us again.
Thanks for having me.
Brandon Michon, our pleasure.